The second aspect is operational. A particular country may be better at technology, another country may be better at digitization, another country may be better at narrative building, another country may be better at data crunching. How do we synergize these capabilities through joint ventures, through MOUs, through partnerships, so that the outcome is optimal? So that it's one voice speaking and not respective voices that are not synchronized. So these two elements, the cultural human story coming out through a process which is synergized and coordinated, I think will be crucial when it comes to defining our cultures for the people. The key point that I would make here is that whatever we do in this space should be driven by one moniker, and that is acceptance and celebration of diversity of cultures that we have among these countries. This is one of the big problems that we are facing in the world today, where intolerance of diversity is growing and manifesting itself in political, economic, ethnic, religious spheres. But if we have to succeed with this multilateral arrangement and effort, I think the goal has to be to get our people to believe in, accept and appreciate the diversity that comes with these cultures of the countries that we're talking about. So that's one area where I think media would be crucial. The second one is information sharing on the projects that are being implemented under this vision, the BRI, and associated visions. Why do I say that? The speaker before me talked about global powers and different vested interests around the world, but also in the region. There is a question on what is happening, who's doing it, why is it happening, it's secretive, we don't know. There's nothing secret here, but that information has to be shared. So what can we do, whether it's electronic media, whether it's print, whether it's within that blogs and whatever it is, how do we get the right information out so that there can be no misperception, no misunderstanding or deliberate misconstruing of information? Here again, I think we have a challenge because the culture of communication in the countries we're talking about is different. So we have to again synergize, cooperate, collaborate, bring all of this together. And it's easy for me to stand here and say this, but this needs to be instrumentalized at the working level. What is the coordinating mechanism through which we're going to do that? That is going to be crucial. And I think the difference between success and failure. So one is connecting people. The second is getting the right information out so that there can be no questions by vested interests or others on what is happening. And the final thing I'll add to this is that if we have to move in this direction, we need rules and regulations and laws that allow these partnerships to be facilitated. Whatever interactions we have in the media space, in the digital space, we must have a legal framework which allows for things to move as smoothly as possible, so that those bottlenecks are removed and we can efficiently move forward in implementing the vision that we're talking about. So these are the three very humble and brief submissions I wanted to make. Let me thank the organizers and once again highlight that this is an issue, and the reason I agreed to speak here, quite frankly, is that we should and we do talk a lot about the hard infrastructure and the hard projects. But if the software is not put in place, I don't think we can get the bang for the buck, as they say, from this whole effort. And I don't think there's been enough attention paid to this, so thank you again to CGSS and the Chinese Embassy for investing time in this. I think this has to be a continuing conversation. This is the beginning, not the end, but we must have the goal that I've mentioned in mind. Thank you very much once again.